look at that, and there's also other belief systems, and I always talk about belief systems with everybody, a lot of people, including my family, because sometimes they have these belief systems like, well, if this happens, well, you can't do this, or like lifting up something heavy, you're gonna hurt your back. No, well, if you do it properly, you're not, but it's just a belief system because of the past experience that created that belief system. Like physical activity. And there's so many people who said they didn't have time for working out, physical activity, or they need a gym. You know how many people are working out at home now? Find that they have the ability to work at home.
So many people, thousands all over the world.
I just read today, Good Life says it's probably not ever going to rescind the online programs it's now creating. And same with Cineplex on a less fit level. But two major organizations that have said there's no sense in rescinding these. Some people are still going to see this as an option in the future. And it's just been so successful. And for Good Life's part, they're just saying this has served a need, because not only have we seen a shifting, we've seen new people that never got around to signing up, they've signed in, they're on, they're doing it, and they're doing so. They said it would be a disservice for us to take these services away, because there will be people in 3 months' time who still want them.
Yep. Well, it's opening up a lot of doors for the people that don't feel comfortable being in a room with a bunch of other people that they might feel are watching them, or are not comfortable with their body, or they want to try out a new class, but they're not comfortable with their coordination, so they want to give it a try before they actually go live. Little things like that. This is opening up so much opportunities for trainers and for clients.
Yeah, it is. And I think people that wanted that, they don't want to go to the gym, but they didn't see the home option either. It's now they're feeling that sense of, I have no choice. They're getting stir crazy. They don't have something to as an excuse or a distraction. So they finally said, this is it. And they've gotten to it. And I'll bet that this crisis has, we worried that it was going to take people out of fitness, is going to take them away from it. I think we probably put more in.
I think so.
I think given those two, the ones, like you said, that there's some that didn't think they could work out without being at a gym and having all the equipment and everything to go. They could just move their bodies, and to try to get that message out there. You guys all know it's tough. Not everyone believes it, or they just think what they see is right, that they have to sweat 4 pounds off of them each workout and lift tons of weights and move around, when really they can just get up and move their bodies, which is what they do every day anyway, and get a little better. So I think sort of that it caused them to understand that is an option. And like you said, the combination of being a little stir crazy, maybe a little on edge from all the news and information, they need that release, they need that outlet, so something's there for them to do. And they kind of gets that light bulb where, I can do this at home in my underwear if I want to, and do whatever, just move my body around, and then I feel a lot better. And my kids are home all day, but I have energy to play with them because I did that workout this morning, or I'm going to do one tonight before bed and get a great night's sleep. So it's all kind of cycling in together, trying to look at the bright side of that chaos, and get that momentum going in people's lives to get them going forward to wherever that is they're going.
I think it's encouraging that the thing that used to be a victim of distraction has now become the distraction. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are exercising because they're trying to beat down the panic, they're bored, they're whatever. But it's like, I used to not do this because I was distracted. Now I want to be distracted from my own worries.
I want my lungs to be healthy. A lot of people are like, I need my lungs healthy, so I'm doing it. Whatever it may be, it's getting people started, and it's up to them to want to continue, but it's with all of us around them, encouraging them by continuing to offer classes, doing live workouts and stretches, and giving people hope that with just their body, they can do so much. And with just moving, like Patrick said, it's not just moving your body, but it helps with the mind, it helps with the energy, it helps with just overall everything positive. And when you start moving your body, you decide that you're wanting to eat a little bit better throughout the day because of not wanting to waste your workout or whatever it may be. It just really does just start a ripple effect. So just get moving is just really important, especially right now. And getting outside, I know not with people, but getting outside, if with your little family that you're able to be with, going for walks by yourself with your dog, but just getting out in nature, embracing it for what it's able to do right now, rejuvenate itself without all of us, fishing and boats going through the ocean all the time and airplanes always in the sky. Like, it's taking a breather. There's so much right now that we can just embrace and do with this time right now.
Now, you guys, the three of you, are much more about physical training than I am. I mean, I have the certifications and I do my thing, but you guys are more actively in it. I've moved more over to cerebral coaching, as it were. So let me ask you guys then, so I can sort of play moderator to the three trainers. Do you think that one of the big shifts over to fitness is also because people are starting to take their overall health a little more seriously? I think part of it is just people are saying, I want to hedge the bet against this virus and start eating better, sleeping better, doing that thing. Do you think that was the trigger maybe, and the rest has fallen into place?
See, how I say, I want to be positive in all this. I want to be positive and say, okay, this is going to be changing some habits. And obviously, if this lasts more than 28 days, we know that's going to develop a habit. But we got to make sure it's consistent. And what I mean by that, as coaches, we're out there online. Okay, I didn't want to talk about it in this call, but I think I might. Is that a lot of trainers out there are going to be are offering free online sessions. There has been talk in social media amongst the community, the fitness community, the fitness professionals, that there's a devalorization of fitness. So it's great that we're doing these workouts for free, these quick 15, 20-minute workouts. But at the same time, we've got to make sure that people who develop this habit come out of this thinking, okay, what do I do now? Because now everything's back to normal. People are going to start charging. Are we going to still do online training, or are we going to start, paying online training, but at a discounted rate? How we're going to do this? We just got to make sure that people, because when you give something free for a long time, and what we're doing, it's great. Patrick, what you're doing with your training is awesome. You do it every day, and especially you got that family effect, right? Your daughter joining you, but at the same time, we're saying, okay, it's free. But when the time comes, hey guys, you got to pay. We need the money. We need to survive. It's our livelihood. Then they're blown back, and that might be a deterrent for maintaining it.
And you feel that'll be heightened by the fact that people will literally say, well, I'm not scared of the virus anymore. So, without consciously saying it, subliminally, I'm thinking I'm going to go back to cheeseburgers and 4 hours of sleep and sitting on the TV because I'm not afraid anymore.
See,
it's like when the bear stops chasing you, you stop running.
It's, what I hope people continue, because as a fitness coach, that makes me happier than anything else. I mean, I have clients who, because of financials, one-on-one training is not inexpensive. It is pretty pricey per hour, because you're paying for the coach's certification, the experience, the time. If you're in the home, you're paying for the drive. There's a lot of factors involved. And I had a client who left because, look, I can't afford it, but I'm going to the gym. Like, great, as long as you go, and I've empowered you to continue to go twice a week, 3 times a week. Excellent. But we got to make sure it happens.
Well, and the thing is I find that right now, what you just said, if you look at it as if you right now, what you're doing is empowering people to work out, you're going to hope that when time does come and people start going back to regular, they're going to understand that when you do start, or when all of us fitness trainers, if we do start, going online or we start charging again for our practice, it's coming from the heart, and it's not about that, because they have now seen that it's not about the money that we're chasing. It is about building habits for them, and hoping that they grasp them and take on and want to continue, and hopefully, yes, with us. But if not, at least going to a gym twice a week, at least knowing that we did that, hopefully it is the message that throughout all of our lives, like live training and fitness stuff, that's what people see, is that it is coming from our heart, it is coming from us wanting to truly help them, help them in a time of crisis, but also help build the routine that's going to help them physically. But I also find that if you only focus on physical, people are going to notice that. So diving in with the mental aspect, emotional aspect is also very key as a coach, because everybody handles everything differently, and nobody goes through the same thing the same way. So understanding that is very important. When you're with a client right now, and it's supposed to, be this extremely intense workout that you have planned online, and they come to you an emotional wreck, and they're slow, and they're not putting enough energy into what you hoped was a killer workout, being able to step back and getting them to move their body, but also coaching them, talking to them, allowing them to do what they need to do to have a well-rounded session with you, and instead of, I'm just here for your money because I need to get you moving.
It is an opportunity, I think, to expose more of your talents to people. That they might think you're good at knocking out a few push-ups and writing up some reps for them, whenever, and they discover, no, your heart and soul, you're all the way in. Patrick, what have you found is more the feedback you're getting back? Do you get more response from your words of wisdom or from your workouts?
It's a little bit of, probably a little more the workouts. The wisdom, I think everyone's surprised that I'm sharing it, just from the fact of it being wisdom for one. But also,
with
like
that blue shirt, wisdom is.
See, I know, right?
It's understood,
it beams
right?
wisdom, doesn't it? I can tell you're very wise too. But again, like Joseph said, that consistency wasn't there. It was down here somewhere on my list of things that I wanted to start doing and get doing. But there was that little block of when should I do it, and where should I be at, and what kind of topics should I discuss, and I should have a list of things and a content plan. And I found this, like we've kind of said, just like people working out, it put me in that mindset of now is my time to grow and build my brand. I'm in I think a different situation from the others, where I'm transitioning still to my own business. I'm still at other gyms and other clubs. So I'm an employee and a contractor and trying to be an entrepreneur. So I looked at this as I'm going to get out there and do some content to build my brand, which is again on my list to do, with the intention to provide online training at a premium, I guess, with a little more specificity to it. So I have people taking the workouts from me who enjoy them, and I get great feedback and interaction. Some of them are current participants at classes at gyms I teach at. Some are new. Some are clients I had when I used to work in Nova Scotia at gyms that I used to teach, and some are new. So the idea being hopefully that at a point I can say, okay, we're doing these free workouts. I'm going to keep doing them at the time, as long as my schedule permits on what we're having right now. But here, if you want something more specific to get to your goals, here's this program I'm offering. That's how I'm kind of approaching things. And the hope that is either the people taking it will hop on board, or they'll know someone who maybe that's a good fit for. And they'll say, well, I'm a member at this gym he's at already. I'm good here, but my niece could really use this program, and something like that. So hopefully that word of mouth, and I'm getting good feedback online and really great comments. So I'm hoping that'll turn into referrals. I'm going to ask for referrals that they can actually recommend me on Facebook and Google once I guess that opens back up. So that's how I kind of approached it. I'm getting good feedback. The wisdom is building. The reach isn't as big. The mornings I seem to get a better reach with my videos for whatever reason. But maybe I should wear this blue shirt in my West. Maybe that would help. But the evening sessions are growing. The consistency's been there. And I get a few, again, regulars that are doing the workouts and tuning in at night to watch it. Sometimes they tune in later. Maybe 6 p.m. isn't good for them, but they do tune in later and get that. So I think it's just, for me, again, that's that consistency and growing that brand. That's what I need to do so people know me that don't already. And then I want to roll out that kind of personal training package and have different systems for them, which will hopefully take me into either my plan originally was brick and mortar first, like we talked earlier. Blake mentioned some other people he talked to. Brick and mortar first, add online after. But maybe now that's flip-flopped because I've thought of online for a while. I work at a college, so every 2 years the participants are different. So I've got participants in all across Canada and even internationally. So those clients I could have been reaching out to online training, and I haven't been because I haven't had the time to get it set up. So maybe this is a way I can kind of get that business building and growing, and then maybe look at brick and mortar down the road. So again, like we kind of talked about, it could be a shift in the order of events that things are going to go on. That's kind of been forced on us, but maybe this is the way it should be done to kind of get that success. And this is a good flow for me. So that's how I've kind of approached things.
That's cool. Well, thanks for letting me shift things that way, Joseph. Let me hand it back to you and throw it back on track by saying